I'm highly educated. I went to the Wharton School of Finance. I went to the Wharton School of Finance. I went to the Wharton School of Finance.
I went to the Wharton School of Finance. I was a very fine student.
I went to a great school, business school. The Wharton School of Finance, a great school. Going to that school is like going to the Wharton School of Finance. They didn't go to the Wharton School of Finance. I've also heard I was first in my class at the Wharton School of Finance. And sometimes when you hear it, you don't say anything. You just let it go. She went to the Wharton School of Finance, and she was always a great student. I said, Ivanka, you going to do your homework? Yeah, I've already done it, Dad. And then she get A's.
But the Washington Post, they did a deep dive into his academic career, and it is not nearly as impressive as Trump would make it sound.
For decades, Donald Trump has repeatedly claimed that he graduated at the very top of his class from the Wharton School of Business in 1968. He has delivered that statement with such complete confidence that it almost sounds like an unquestionable fact, as though there should be a framed certificate somewhere proudly declaring him the #1 graduate. The certainty in the way he tells the story has led many people to assume there could not possibly be any reason to doubt it.
Cohen told Congress that Trump ordered him to threaten his high school to never release his grades. We all assume he failed everything. Did they invent an easy class for him or something? Okay, Donald, welcome back to our special science course, Rock or Not a Rock.
But according to Trump's roommate during their junior and senior years, the story looks very different. The two shared the same dorm room, prepared for many of the same classes, and graduated together. That roommate kept the official Wharton class rankings distributed to graduates in 1968, and the document places Donald Trump's name on page 9. Instead of being first in the class, it lists him as graduating 47th out of a total of 362 students.
Man came just days after Donald Trump challenged President Barack Obama to show his records. This happens over and over again. Everything Trump accuses other people of, he's guilty of himself. Oh my God!
That ranking means he was nowhere near the top of the class. He was not among the top 10, the top 50, or even the top 100 graduates. His position placed him in the lower half of the class overall. According to the roommate, he held on to that rankings list for more than 5 decades because of a conversation that took place the night before graduation. After looking over the document and seeing his own name beside the number 47, Trump allegedly remarked that nobody would ever bother checking the record and that he could simply claim any class ranking he wanted because no one would go searching for the truth.
Apparently Trump's friends, who were alumni of the school and rich guys, they wanted the school superintendent to give them Trump's records. Now, the superintendent said no. He moved them elsewhere on campus, now declines to say where he hid Trump's records. Who knows what treasures it might contain? His SATs, maybe even his 10th grade essay, Who I Did on My Summer Vacation.
For people who grew up believing that a person's reputation depended on keeping their word, the alleged conversation carries a deeper meaning. It reflects the idea that once someone is willing to misrepresent something that is difficult for others to verify, the habit can spread to much bigger claims. The rankings document lays out every graduate's placement, showing exactly who finished ahead of Trump and who finished behind him. His name appears between a student named Troutman, ranked 46th, and another named Tucker, ranked 48th. Those surrounding rankings represented respectable performances at a highly regarded business school, even if they were far from academic distinction. According to this account, most graduates accepted their results for what they were, earned their degrees, and moved forward without exaggerating their achievements. Trump, however, allegedly chose a different path by later describing himself as the top graduate. If you have not subscribed yet, take a moment to do that. If you already have, thank you for supporting the channel. Returning to the document itself, the roommate says he never publicly revealed the rankings because he assumed that sooner or later a reporter or researcher would uncover the records independently. That never happened because Wharton has not made those rankings publicly available. As a result, the only surviving copies remained with members of the graduating class, many of whom are now well into their later years and may have no idea that one of their former classmates has spent decades making a very different claim about his academic standing. Roommate, each time Trump repeated the story, he remembered that conversation before graduation and realized that the prediction had been surprisingly accurate because almost nobody had ever checked. The document itself is described as exactly what you would expect from the late 1960s, consisting of plain typed pages with no elaborate design, simply listing names according to ranking groups. The first page contains the highest ranked students, while page 9 includes Donald Trump at number 47 out of 362 positioned. Between Troutman and Tucker, names the roommate says have stayed in his memory because they sit directly beside Trump's on a document he has looked at many times over the years. It is not the kind of page most people would point to as proof of academic greatness. Instead, it is the sort of ranking many graduates would likely leave behind without making it part of their public identity. Yet, according to this account, Trump repeatedly transformed that placement into a story of finishing first, saying it often enough and with enough confidence that many people accepted it without question. The argument presented here is that someone genuinely holding a first-place ranking would have little reason to keep it hidden, while someone avoiding the actual record may be hoping that page 9 remains unseen. That, the narrator concludes, is why careful attention to original documents matters, because the evidence often tells a story very different from the one repeated over the years.
He was wasting his time. I'm not undermining. I think I'm actually strengthening authority. To thank him for all that strengthening of authority, Tillerson called him a moron. This morning, Donald Trump had an answer for that too. I think it's fake news, but if he did that, I guess we'll have to compare IQ tests, and I can tell you who is going to win.
We have the results of their IQ test right here. Tillerson scored a 120. It's above average, not genius, but still pretty good. And we have Donald Trump's results right here. It's a drawing of a big truck that says MAGA. And there's Trump right there.